So moving on to actually choosing media at A-level now. This video here, which was on the 20th of November 2014, so still quite a while ago. Basically the first video like this was to show our skills. So I think you had to add in a few like different shots like this, like going through the door, close up of the door, exiting the door, like, you know, like a smooth transition. You can see the camera in the actual window, which is quite jokes. But this is mine and Ben's editing coming in here. What is that hair?
What is that?
That is the
What
question.
is that? What
I look like
is
a
that?
steampunk, like, Jesus. That is not something that, like, look at it's like a buzz cut all around, and I've got like a floppy.
Wet. How am I going to make
Oh
that?
my god. Terrible.
That is not my problem.
That is not my problem.
But to be done.
No. So that was like the first actual attempt at making anything. Obviously I didn't use camera there, but we had storyboarded and practiced which shots we were going to make. I mean, it's still very questionable. I think we broke the 180-degree rule. Yeah. So we were shooting from all around, which is probably a no-no because it's a bit trippy. Like we start on one side, go for the over-the-shoulder shot, and then the other over-the-shoulder shot, and then we're on the other side, which I think is a bit questionable. I think that's a big no-no. Kind of cool. The slow-mo at the end is pretty cool. It's out of focus, but it's kind of cool. And probably the most questionable thing is the haircut, really. I don't understand why no one had fades in 2014. I mean, creative, I guess if it was we were tasked at making something like this, it's not really creative. Executed, it's our first go at something like this, I think, and that's why I'd say it wasn't executed very well. But then again, at the time we probably thought it was really good and enjoyable. It was quite enjoyable, to be fair. It's quite funny to look back on. So right, so next on the list, this was made on the 23rd of March 2015, so about 5 years ago now. And we called this one The 100, and it was a thriller opening. So let's have a watch of this one and see how we go. Quite dark and airy, this one. Cat! I miss you, cat! Simon James. So the concept of this one was to make a thriller opening. And not a lot of people I remember in the class were making openings, more like montages of like thriller films. And when we were tasked at an opening, I kind of at first thought we were doing it wrong for doing it like this, but it's an opening credit, so it makes sense that it is like this. I thought we pulled it off pretty well. There wasn't much variety in shots, but the creativity of it and the fact that it was supposed to be an opening, it made sense to me that it was a lack of shots and it was not showing that much. Obviously Sam, Ben's brother, we just filmed it in a bathroom of him shaving and preparing to go out, and I think the idea of it was that this psycho was going out. It was kind of American Psycho-esque. He was getting ready to go out and he was all looking good and smelling good and shaved and stuff, and he would go out and kill women. Pretty cool. Going through the doorway at the end, the 100. Pretty decent, I think. Pretty decent. Creativity wise, I'd definitely say it was one of the more creative in the class for sure. We did get a good grade for it, I'm pretty sure, because I think the marker appreciated the idea behind actually making it an opening sequence. There was, as I said, there wasn't much variety in shots, but it was quite enjoyable to make, and it was something quite professional looking, I'd say. Execution wise, I think we've done it well. There wasn't much to execute, but in terms of like editing with the cross dissolving of the shots and making sure that everything was, you know, mise-en-scène wise was looking good and quite eerily perfect, I think was the idea. And enjoyable, quite enjoyable. I quite enjoy it. It's still cool to look back on every once in a while, and yeah, it was pretty good for our first year. So I don't actually know how long all of this has taken. I'm not sure how long it's running up to. It's probably going to be like a 20-minute video, and I don't know if I've kept everyone's attention. But this one is the final one I'm going to show, which is the final project I did on the lead up to leaving sixth form college, and we were tasked at making a music video from an artist who was unsigned. This was All To You by Shaft, and this was on the 23rd of November 2016, so 4 years ago now. So let's have a look at this. Pretty cool cut at the start, I quite like that. So this is our mate Matt, who... back in the day we just didn't have stabilisers, so the shots were so wobbly and it was so horrible. We actually just had to use a DSLR and just fucking go out and go for it. Oh, that is very loud. Let's turn that down. I know the song. I've edited the song about 1,100,000 times. So yeah. So the premise of this one was we were going out and we were supposed to be just tracking Matt, but we ended up freestyling. And although like it got to the point where the shots were a bit wishy-washy because we had to include a variety of shots, like that was part of the criteria, the marking criteria. So it just became like one of those kind of Duke Dumont style following someone on holiday kind of videos, and it was a nice day, so it was pretty nice. That's good to look back on. Matt will see this when he's older and appreciate it. That is embarrassing though, to be fair. And then it cuts to the night time, so it's in the daytime and then the night time. This was pretty badass, to be fair. Look at that, guy knows how to act. Oh, he's got the Supreme coat on as well. Yeah, I mean, the premise of it was actually kind of whack. IMO. Creativity-wise, it was kind of creative. It's something that, like, we've made and we can look back on and it's pretty cool. Execution-wise, I don't think we executed it very well. That was probably the problem. In terms of, like, I don't know what the standard for A-level is, so I don't know what grade. I can't remember what grade we got. It must have been alright, but right now I wouldn't give that a good grade. There was a variety of shots, but they weren't very good. Nothing was very like cinematic. Definitely enjoyable. Cool song. It was a cool idea and it was enjoyable to make. I don't think the guy who we made it for even ever responded to us, so kind of weird, but there we go. So there we have it. I've gone for about 10 years worth of videos, which led up to me deciding that I wanted to do media and do a degree in it. The fact that there is a video now that I can look back on, I can then react to me reacting. But yeah, what I might do is if this video goes down well, I might react to the projects that I did at university and compare the standard. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you enjoyed the video, go and drop a like. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading more, and hopefully this is the return of Jack on YouTube. So, over and out.